We're trying to help preserve our community, our way of life here.
We want to do our part to maintain the environment. We're all part of it. We've all got to be in this game together. If we aren't, we're going to lose the game.
Our towns were hit hard by Tropical Storm Irene, and there was a lot of damage, and we don't want to repeat that damage.
Tropical Storm Irene and the many other severe weather events since then showed that erosion and flooding don't follow Vermont's municipal boundaries. So in 2015, the High Meadows Fund invited multi-town teams to apply for support that would enable them to bring diverse voices to the table, to plan and take action to change land use in ways that protect people, property, and water quality both upstream and downstream throughout the watershed. The first step was to bring together teams at a summit hosted by the Echo Leahy Center.
People from different sectors, from community members to scientists to government officials, that was key.
So it allowed us to talk to them about our project, work out the challenges and the details of the project, talk about problems we may encounter.
The unified effort to work collaboratively as a watershed has a profound effect on how problems are perceived and tackled.
It's simple for us to send everything to West Windsor and say, okay, it's not my problem, but that doesn't solve the problem. It just turns it over to somebody else, and that's not the way to do it.
Where does water go from your property? Or how can you keep the water on your property rather than trying to send it someplace else?
It's critical to look at this region-wide and to partner across the region, because these systems are not isolated town by town.
By listening to each other's problem solving, we're able to learn from each other and improve our own individual efforts.
Each watershed has its own needs, so the projects High Meadows supported took different forms. Work ranged from mapping the rivers to planting trees along the riverbanks, from taking residents on a tour of successful resilience actions, to providing workshops to builders and homeowners.
We're trying to plant 410 trees.
Sugar maple, dogwood, and red oak, so that way the river banks would be stable and it wouldn't cause flooding.
These plantings make people really understand that a little more clearly, that this is a watershed. It's not just my backyard.
This is a narrow valley, and so there's some vulnerability here with respect to future flood damage. So how do we work together to be more prepared?
Part of that is the foundation of the roads, and that includes culverts. They may not be as sexy as other projects, but they are what help us maintain the integrity of our roads.
Through the High Meadow Fund grant, we're able to take this information back to towns and share it with them and explain it to them and really spend a lot of time with them.
As we're working together and working with different communities, it is creating the identity of an entire watershed.
After 18 months, these communities are ready to continue or undertake important projects to build resilience and protect water quality for all. State and federal funds will be critical to enable these projects to move forward, contributing to a more vibrant and resilient state.
And everyone wants to be involved because they see the benefit of all the towns in the entire watershed really working together. So you had people from the Conservation Commission, you had people from the Planning Commission, select board members, all sitting around the table and talking about what we could do collectively, not what we could do just as an individual town.
Everybody after the fact says, oh my Lord, what happened? I've lost all this field, I've lost my lawn, whatever. Now is the time to get involved and take some measures to protect that.
There needs to be a cooperative effort from everybody, the towns, the highway departments, the agriculture, the state, the private landowners, big or small. I think that's, it's going to have to be a cooperative effort.